Welcome back, everybody in Real Roseland. Raul here again, and we're going to be 2 more days of finishing our Rose Fashion Show. Today we've got yellows, we've got lavender, a couple of novelty colors to show you today. Yellow means friendship, it means joy, it means gladness. We're going to start off with show. Big show for yellow roses. It's probably one of the lighter colors, and if you're looking for light yellow roses, Skyline is probably going to be one of your best bets. There's also a variety called Timeless that's even lighter than Skyline, but this, look at the show on Deja Vu. Weren't we just here before? I don't know. Deja Vu. Opens up fully. Beautiful head size. Thick stems. Does have thorns. Green, crisp foliage. It's a great variety. It's not a pure yellow. It has a little bit of pink on the outer margin, and sometimes it tends to bleed towards gold. So keep that in mind. But if you want true show and you need yellow, Deja Vu is a great choice for Valentine's Day. Now we're going into what I think is the classic yellow. If you look at how a rose is supposed to open, when it recurls the petal margin, creates that star shape, this is a lighter yellow, but for me, it's a fluorescent highlighter pen yellow. Beautiful yellow. It's called Isabel. Isabel is not widely grown, so it's one of these varieties that if you need it, I would truly advise you put in a pre-book, but I think most of the Isabel is probably gone already by now because there's not that much available. No thorns, big head, opens fully, short stems, medium stems, long stems. Isabel. Another new variety, 2 years, 3 years old, but with a completely different look, is the yellow coral. As you can see, opens up fully, has a ruffled look to the head, so it's a little bit more disorganized, but really is basically a very unique yellow rose. Nice red stem, so it has a nice contrast to the flower, good foliage, and it's also one of these varieties that are not planted very heavy, so if you want some yellow coral for the holiday, please place your pre-book early. Yellow coral. Now the workhorses of yellow, the Gold Strike, the Skylines, the Lindsays, we're not going to show you those here today, the Mohanas, but those are also truly available for the holiday and all great yellows. Here is one of the newest yellows. We saw this last year at the show down in Ecuador, and we really fell in love with it, so we planted quite a bit of it. This is called Latina, and this is one of those like the white polar star, softball type size flowers. Always big heads, even in a 40 centimeter. They do come from 40 all the way to 70 centimeter. Latina, long stem, thick stem, very few thorns, excellent variety, nice opening. Latina. Okay. Now we're going to go to basically a brand new yellow. It's been in the market for under a year. Some of you have been trying it from us over the last couple of months because we've been producing it for a little while. It's called Hummer. That's right, just like the vehicle, but it's a yellow rose. This is Hummer. Recurls the petal margin. Opens slower. As you can see, all these flowers are put in water at the same time. The slowest of all the yellows opening. Yellow tends to open quickly, so watch that as you're processing your yellow. Remember, cold water hydration, no food when you're hydrating. No sugar, just hydration solution. That's going to get them to open up slower so they don't blow on you. This is called Hummer. Hummer is now coming on and is available for Valentine's Day. Now, we talked about the hearts in previous days on the red. Here is the yellow garden type rose called Finesse. And again, that ruffled center is for me the most exciting thing in roses in the last 10 years. It gives a definite new look to roses at a traditional standard cut flower price. Instead of having to pay the 3 times you normally have to pay for a garden rose, ask for Yellow Finesse. Now Yellow Finesse, once it opens up to this stage, really doesn't move anymore, stays right there, which is good. Dark red stem, has a great contrast to the head. It has 40s, 50s, very few 60s. And the reason why is because it's a great favorite for Europe, and most of the 60s get sucked up out of Europe for very big money. 40s and 50s is what you can count on Yellow Finesse. Now moving into some lavenders. Now lavender is going to tell you love at first sight. And we're going to show you just a few. Delilah is a lavender that has no thorns, opens up like a classic rose. Delilah coming out of the box might seem a little small, but don't let the first impression really guide your thoughts on this rose. This rose opens up fully and opens up large. It's called Delilah, and it has a beautiful fragrance. And it's a very nice holding lavender rose, Delilah. available for the holiday. The number one workhorse in lavender in the business, and my favorite lavender, by far the most availability for the holiday, is Cool Water. And Cool Water, as you can see, now Cool Water tends to lean a little bit towards pink. Some people tend to, even on the outside petal, it's a lavender rose, truly lavender rose. But because the outside petal has a different shade, some customers tend to think it moves towards pink. It's a beautiful bloom size, long stem, short stem, no thorns, great performer, great holder. This is called Cool Water. You'll definitely hit a home run if you supply your customers with Cool Water this holiday. And here's one of the favorites, and as you can see, it's a smaller bloom. It comes in all grades. But because of the color, because of the difference in shade, it's probably the most popular lavender that we sell, and it's called Ocean Song. Ocean Song does recurl at the petal margin. It has a nice opening. It has no thorns, and as you can see, it's probably the truest of all the lavender varieties. True lavender. All right, I got two more for you. The first one, if you want to go into a bicolor that has a different twist to the color, I truly suggest Classic Cezanne. A Classic Cezanne has a white base, as you see here, but as it opens up, other than the coral and red we showed in days prior, this variegation is truly a lavender pink. It opens up lavender as it starts to recurl at the petal margin. The Classic Cezanne has two other varieties that are similar. Purple Cezanne, which is more lavender, and then you have Real Cezanne, which has a lighter trim. It does have thorns, comes in all grades, recurls the petal margin, opens well, hard as a rock, Classic Cezanne. A lot of customers tend to look for that red and white bicolor. And this year, Latin Lady won't be as available as it has been in the past. There aren't many Fire Nice type varieties available in the market just right now, so you're going to struggle a little bit with this color. So you might want to look at Dark Lulu, this is a Dark Lulu, which has green crisp foliage. It has a nice dark green stem, and as you can see, has a white base with red inner petals. As it opens up, there's still white on the inside, but because the red is around the petal margin, all you see as it opens up is the red. So it's a beautiful, Fire Nice, Latin Lady type, a red and white bicolor. This is called Dark Lulu. Dark Lulu, very few growers have it in the ground, so you might want to ask for it early to see if it's available. It might be sold out by now. So make sure you stay tuned for tomorrow, because tomorrow we're going to finish up with our peaches and our oranges, and we're going to get you all the colors of the rainbow in our Real Rose Fashion Show for 2011's Valentine's Day. Have a great day.